For many Indigenous children living in remote and isolated parts of Australia, they speak their local traditional language and dialect in their home and local community. For many of these kids, their first real exposure to English starts at school. And due to their limited school preparedness, learning to read can present a huge barrier in their early literacy development. As you well know, low-level literacy skills in the early years can reduce future opportunities in education and employment for children in their later years. With the use of new technologies in ebooks and digital book-building software, Indigenous people with some support can create local digital bilingual books in their local community. Learning to read in parallel with your mother tongue has proven highly effective to fast-track a child's literacy skills. The localised ebooks have local images, local illustrations and sounds, local language, local stories, which are far more engaging and culturally relevant to a child. The books can easily be accessed by computer, tablet, smartphone, at school, in the community or at home. With the creation of Indigenous books in traditional language, it can be beneficial to the wider community with the preservation of local dialect, culture, and stories for future generations. Our primary purpose is to provide a range of ebooks and literacy tools and learning games so every Indigenous child has the opportunity to be prepared and ready for school with a strong foundation in their literacy skills. The other really exciting aspect about the project is a social enterprise that provides employment opportunities for local Indigenous illustrators, writers, musicians, and people with IT skills. They create digital content and get the royalties from their work, as schools in the bigger cities like Melbourne and Sydney buy subscriptions to the platform and use the content to introduce students about Indigenous language, music, and culture.